Hey everyone. Hello. How is everyone doing? It's Wednesday, hump day, you know? Lord. Hello, guys. Today, I am just not feeling it, so it's time to get reading. What is everyone reading? I read one chapter yesterday and have not read since Sunday. Actually, I don't even think I read on Sunday, actually. So I have not read for a couple of days. I read one chapter yesterday and then I haven't read for a couple of days. So I'm ready to get into it. I'm ready to binge as much as possible today. Let's see. So we're gonna start with some long sprints because I really want to read. Have not read in a long time. I was gonna make a video, but I was like, I still have yet to film my wrap up or edit my 24-hour reading vlog. So I don't feel like doing that. So I'm gonna end up reading. My kid is outside if you guys hear her. I am still working on Warbreaker. I was supposed to finish this. Another receipt. Oh my god. Hopefully Erica's not here because I just showed her all my receipts from Barnes and Nobles, and let's go ahead and add 2 more to the mix. Bad combo. Bad combo. I need to upload these so I can get points for them on Random House. Oh, that one's for my kid. Hello. How are you? How are you doing? Hi. How are you? What are you reading? Hi, Dr. Professor. How are you? Hey, Allie. How are you doing? How are you feeling? What are you guys reading? Unfortunately. Damn, you saw that. You saw that, did you? It was in this. This is my planner bag, but I use it for my book because I have like all of these Post-its and stuff. So I just wanted to throw that in there. I don't have a book thingy. So I am still working on Sanderson. And like I said, I have not been reading. I have my tabs. I've been tabbing a lot. This book is so good. It's so good. But I'm only halfway through. And I'm gonna turn on the audio because that's how I feel. I'm good. How are you? I'm okay. I'm good. You look tired. Me too. I want to read too. So I had to work in kindergarten today, guys, and I look. I only did a couple hours. Literally only a couple hours, and then I got tied to a kid who just like consistently hit and punched me today. Kicked me, and they said like a certain department said, well, we can't deal with her right now because we're trying to teach. And so instead of putting her in the classroom that she needs to go into, They put her in her general ed classroom, and the teacher was like, I can't work with her in here. And so I dealt with her for about an hour and a half, tore up my classroom. Yeah, I had a long day, and I just want to get into some type of fantasy world. I've already had my panic attacks for the day. I'm tired. I really just want to dive into a book. I immediately started applying for jobs, guys, when I got home.
Hi, Mom.
Hi, baby. You done playing outside?
No.
Of course not. She has chalk everywhere. No.
No, we're just going to go out there. They're bored. They're bored. We play with chalk, but now they're really bored. So
yeah, then that means it's time to come inside.
I know, but they want to still play, so I said we can play on my tablet. We're just going to be right there.
Okay, Alec. Picking my battles. And I still haven't gotten anything to eat. I bet you're still in bed too. Get up. Get up. You have a video to record. Your 5-minute video. Yeah, it's okay. I did the same thing, started looking for job options. Look, supposedly everybody's hiring, right? Hello. I'm right. I'm available. Right, all these jobs that are hiring, all these shortages, right here. Here goes my resume. Do you even need one if you're that desperate? I just hi, how are you? Sucks. I'm sorry you did. Did you get emotional support tacos? No, I didn't even eat. So it's so bad because I called Brandie and I was like, I didn't even use the restroom today. I didn't even get water today. I didn't even I didn't even take care of my responsibility. I didn't eat. Like, the day just went by, and literally you just was too busy, right? I'm having the whole kids it's a semi-restraint, but it's not. It's a soft approach. I just no, I don't even want to eat though. I have the rebound COVID. Can't escape it. You tested positive again? Usually you could test positive for like a long time. Because I tested positive for like 2 months straight. So what's a rebound? I'm sorry. When I got COVID in February, from my daughter, I had COVID, and then it immediately turned into something different, like the flu and bronchitis. Like it was excessive. That's awful. Are you giving us some behavioral problems, or is this going to overlap between ESL and behavior? Oh, I do not fully understand your job because it is very volatile. This is the thing. Every school has a department called SPED. Some people are gifted at being able to handle them. Some people are not. So, not every SPED's kid, is like intellectually disabled. Some are just emotionally disturbed. That's literally what it's called. It's called ED, emotionally disturbed. We had a friend who this department was just like, we can't give her the attention we need because we're teaching. Well, then don't teach. Don't teach. What? She's not my kid. She's not ESL. Well, she's very she likes being around you, and you seem like you can handle her. Yeah, so do you. On your papers, on your certificate, on your job title, so can you. Whether you can actually physically do it, not my problem. According to your title, you can. Okay. And not only that, we had people come in from my department, completely insulted me. They literally told my supervisor, hey, we don't need her today, so if you want to, go ahead and take her. That's not my job. No, I'm not yours to give me away. You work for my department. You're not my supervisor to just like hand me off and just say, oh, we don't need her. You can go ahead and take her. So I've just been like going through. I'm just going through the motions of like, I gotta go. Education is just not. Yeah, I get the whole all hands on deck when we need people, but today was optional. Today was like, you didn't have to do it. You didn't have to do it. I just really want to work with my kids. I want to teach English to my students. I want to be reading books with my students. No. I ended up in kinder. Then I ended up with a behavior kid who tore up my classroom. Then I had to like softly restrain her. Then I ended up in lunch duty. Then I ended up having a whole meltdown over all the things. And it was insane. And I think I need chips and salsa. If I had an appetite, I would definitely go get tacos and chips and salsa, because like this is some bullshit. So that's why I'm gonna go back into reading Warbreaker. This is gonna be a 5-star book for me. This is I absolutely love it. They have these breaths that allow them to see and enhance color, and I love it. I love the magic system in this book. So yes, I tested negative for 4 days, and now I have symptoms of positive test again. Woo! Ma'am. Jeez. That's definitely a rebound, right? Like, how? Is it because it's still living in the air and on the surfaces? Like, how does that work? And you guys still have not told me what you guys are reading, by the way. I'm just saying. I'm sorry. It's been tough. My mom retired this year from teaching because of similar issues. Other ops, even though she is 27 years. Look, it's time to go. It's time to go. It's time to go. I worked at a state school for special needs students, and restraining takes it out on you for real. Look, I have 2 students that I work with. One that when I've been doing lunch duty is the behavior. The other one is autistic, and I have to like sit here, hold him, put his arms, do this, do that, and he's so hyper, and I'm just like, look, this is too much. Physically, my body hurts already doing it the first time, and I am not gonna sit here and do this. So it wipes you out. It wipes you out. Look. Hi, Gabby. Do you want to join me on live? Yay, reading Warbreaker. Ring shout. Ooh, I know I can read. I think. Not today, though. I'm reading Before We Met by Lucy Whitehouse. Also, Allie, thank you for telling me about Cloud Library, because I downloaded Cloud Library, and I got the North Richland Hills library card. And and I went ahead and got okay, Gabby, I'm looking for you now. I went ahead and got Fort Worth library card too because I'm a greedy bastard and need all the library cards. Okay? I'm out here just like hustling library cards, okay? I'm hustling library cards and that's just what it is. That's where I'm at. I'm up to 7 library cards and you think I'm going to stop? No. Because why? We need books. Okay? We need books. So I got the Fort Worth library card and I went ahead and got North Richland Hills. I'm going to go ahead and work on some other cities. And yeah, we're just going to keep stacking them. Okay? Stacking them. Shoot. Like, who needs a library card? You know what I'm saying? But Cloud Library has been awesome. I haven't I just been like checking out the app and it's pretty cool. So oh, Kels is going live. Okay. Okay, I already said how I'm doing, so I don't want to repeat that. Kind of not doing the best. Yay. Thank you so much. I love Barnes & Nobles. All of these books behind here came from Barnes & Nobles. All of them. All however many hundreds. And actually, my daughter has a haul. Like, I'm going to end up... Most of these books are my daughter's, but, like, she has a whole bag. And then I bought some books, too. This thing is packed. Literally. So I need to do another haul video, but I don't feel like it. My daughter's obsessed with this Henry Hucklebeck. Henry Hucklebeck. So she's missing one of the 9 books. And I absolutely love these because these are like beginner friendly chapter books, even though she's already reading chapter books. But these are the beginner chapter books, friendly, kid friendly books. And this is a great transitional book out of picture books to chapter books. So she absolutely loves that series. I don't know why, but hey. Whatever makes her read or helps her reading. Hi, Gabby. How are you?
You hear me okay?
Yeah.
Okay, good. Just making sure because we got a new desk finally. So yeah, so everything's all adjusted, but I'm doing all right. My hair is a giant mess because I just took a shower not that long ago, but it's been a day. It's been a week, actually, truthfully. So we found mice in the house. Yeah, that's been fun. Yeah, we've suspected we had mice for like a couple weeks, but we actually saw them Saturday night. We saw one scurrying across the floor, ran under one of our couches, and that was fun. And they like to be in my library specifically because I would have my food and my offerings up there and my herbs for all my spell work. And there's a mouse hole up there. So that's been how this week's gone. But I think we've got most of them. We placed traps, and I'm the one that's had to like go and find them because my husband's been at work. So that's been fun for me to find traps and stuff. But yeah, we think we got like 5 or 6 of them. Yeah, it's been a time.
I had it once when I lived in this old house, and during the winter in the Midwest, it would snow. I mean, it probably would start snowing like September, October sometimes.
Oh yeah.
And then all the way to like March, April.
Yep.
And I was living in an older house, and they were in the walls and cut out my electricity on one half of the house. So I could not use my electricity on one half of the house. And then I would have an electrician come out. My landlord would send somebody out. And then the other half of the house would go dead. They'd come out the next day, and they're like, we just got to kill him. Like, we just got to kill him. That's what we're going to do. And sure enough, that's all we had to do. Come to find out, like it was my dog food. So I would leave my dog food in the bag instead of buying the container, and they would just be in the dog food. And I was like, oh,
Yeah.
just like I left for 2 weeks and they did something and they were gone. And I was like, okay.
Yeah.
We're good.
We just bought like a bunch of poison and like traps because I got like kind of bigger ones because I didn't know how big the mice were going to be. I asked her, and turns out they were like tiny. They were like probably a couple inches big, but I was really upset. Like because we used to have rats, which are very different, mind you, like domesticated rats. So at first, like seeing them in the traps and everything, it broke my heart because I was like, that could have been my babies, but my babies have been gone since January, so it's not the same. They're completely different, like problems. So after the first one, it got easier. It was still kind of gross sometimes to find them because I'm just like, oh, yuck. But then, so Monday, I was upstairs in the library for about 4 hours, deep cleaning my entire library. I had to pull all my trinkets off my bookshelves, all my books off my bookshelves, wipe them down, clean them off. I had to clean off like every single space in my library because they were everywhere in there. Everywhere. That was fun. But it also did give me a chance to reorganize some stuff. And all my books now finally fit on my bookshelves because I also did an unhaul again.
Yes. Oh, wow.
Yeah.
Yikes, because those unhauls were long and you had a massive stash.
Oh, yeah. I went through again and found more that I'm like, they were all ones that I was like, I'm probably just never going to get to these. No offense to the authors or anything. I'm just not going to read them, more than likely. So.
Yeah. I'm sorry, Betty. Oh my gosh.
Oh man.
I hope you're doing breathing treatments. That's what every time I get the flu, I get bronchitis. So it's like this after effect that literally right after every time I get the flu. So, oof. Definitely gotta have I have one of those machines.
I used to get bronchitis a lot as a kid to the point where I developed asthma. And then I was on a breathing like a asthma inhaler for like 2 years, and it finally just stopped. But still, I can't work out very often and do extraneous work without being short of breath still to this day. But don't need the inhaler anymore, I guess.
Oh my goodness. The struggle. Okay, I think I'm gonna start off with a 45. You're reading Warbreaker. How do you like it so far?
So I'm about 300, almost 350 pages in, and I really like it. I will say that I feel like I still don't really grasp the magic system, but that's, I think, just something that with Brandon Sanderson I found is not necessarily like a big issue, but it is a problem I tend to have where I don't feel like I fully get the magic system. But at the same time, it's not like the most important thing in the world. I really look for the characters, and I am loving, what is his name? Light Song. I think it's hilarious.
Hilarious.
Denth and what's the other guy's name?
T. What is his name? It starts with a T.
I just read a chapter with the two of them. Give me 1 second, I'll find it. Oh gosh.
Tonk? Is it Tonk?
Yeah, I think Tonks. They're just. It's so funny because I'm like watching a lot of Critical Role D&D stuff right now. Those two are like they feel very much like rogue characters that are just kind of crazy, but they also have like bard tendencies where they're just comical, and I love them. They're like the perfect mix of a rogue and a bard, and it makes my heart happy.
Really looking for it. Yeah, Tonk.
Yep.
They remind me. And this is how I know Brandon Sanderson. I've always said he has been this corny type of funny, humorous guy. I mean, would I call him humorous? No, not necessarily. But he's definitely corny. But it reminds me of Wayne and the wittiness.
Yes.
of Wayne. And I said that to someone, they were like, no. And I was like, well, I mean, like, I'm not saying that they're similar. I'm just saying how direct they are and straight to the point, yet witty and funny, the sarcasm, like all of those things remind me of Wayne.
Yes.
And so the magic system still, you know, with the breaths, I'm like, well, the highest of this and this 10th and that, I don't understand that part, but I'm so intrigued in the writing is, you can tell that his wife definitely helped him with this book, because even the romance, like the build up to it, I'm just like, this is a different side of Sanderson that haven't seen before.
Yeah, I was just thinking that too, because I just read the chapter where we see an actual kind of possible spark happening. And I was like, this is interesting, because I don't think we've seen, other than a little bit in Elantris toward the end, we haven't really seen him write anything that involves a blossoming romance. I mean, we kind of saw it with Ellen and Vin, but it wasn't as...
Really?
I don't know, it just really wasn't like the same 100%.
Yeah, this is like build up. Like I was like, oh, are they about to get it on? Like
right. Like it's
about to get it on.
And it boggles my mind too what we find out about the God King, because I was when they revealed what exactly was up with him, I was shook. I was like, what in the world? But that makes so much sense, because this has a very sinister feel to it. And I appreciate that was the case.
Yes, absolutely. If you are not joining us on the Brandon Sanderson read along, this is a perfect book to just jump into. If you have missed Mistborn, you know, that's okay.
Yeah,
that's okay. Jump into Warbreaker, and then after Warbreaker, we're jumping right into Stormlight. For me, this book is, listening to them exchange breaths and talk about the breaths is just beautiful. The romance buildup that I thought was like, oh man, like, ooh, is this about to get spicy? But it didn't. And so I think this book is just, it shows a different side of Brandon Sanderson. And I like the fact that we've been able to, throughout this entire journey of reading Sanderson all year, we've seen the epic fantasy fight battle. We've seen the humorous Western, and now we're going into something different where it's definitely more modern than Mistborn. But the writing itself, I feel, is completely different than what we've experienced with Mistborn. And I just absolutely love this. Yeah. And then right after this, then we're gonna go back to the battles and the, you know, the story. But this book is so intriguing to me. It's definitely gonna be a 5-star for me. I wish I could understand like the levels, right? The more breaths you have, the higher thing, you know, you have. I don't know. I don't know that part, but
the best I can kind of think about it is that breaths are kind of a form of currency, but they're kind of not. They're more of like a status of sorts. So the God King, like, they talk about how he gets like so many per week, but then on top of that, he already still has like a ton of them. And breaths, like, the thing I don't understand is like the color aspect, how that plays into all of it. That's the part I'm the most confused on, because it's like they talk about on the back, like in the synopsis, where it's it's, hold on, sorry, I'm also like partially blind, so I gotta be like something basically about how like color is like a huge part of breath, like it's a big thing in terms of how it works, or like how breath is like, it's either a part of it or color's a part of it. Like, that's the part I'm like confused on. It's like, what does color really have to do with this entire magic system? Because it doesn't seem like that's fully explained yet. Whereas breath, I can understand is like there's some kind of status and currency involved with that because it is important, but you can live without it.
See, and I look at breaths as being like a way to, like, colored blindness.
Mhm.
That's how I look at it. Like,
Mhm.
breaths, like, if you do not have your breath, then you're seeing grays, right? You're not really seeing the full vibrant of colors. The more breaths you have, the more vibrant you're able to see things, which is why Light Song is able to look at a painting and see things that other people cannot see because of the layers of colors, and the different hues of colors. So that's how I look at breaths, is like, oh, there are different layers of colors. The more breaths you have, the more intriguing and the more detailed you can see the enhanced colors, and the different hues of colors. That's how I look. I never looked at it as currency. That's a different perspective of it.
Yeah, because they talk about briefly how like people exchange breaths. There was this scene I just
because of status. Yeah, I get that.
There was a scene I just read where Vivenna learned about Jules and what exactly happened to her and why she is the way she is.
Yes.
And that, I think, plays into the idea of the fact that there's a bit of a status, a bit of a currency associated with it. Like I said, it's a currency, but it's not, because it's not an actual tangible like money of sorts, but you can exchange it for money because, like, of what happened.
You need more breaths to get into certain arenas, right?
Yes.
So like I definitely can see that. But I looked at the breaths itself as a way to enhance your visual aspect and powers, because like Vivenna, she can now feel people and their energies, right? So she can also see the detailed aspects of multiple hues of colors, rather than when she only had one. It's just like, okay, you just see colors, right? Red is red, white is white, pink is pink. That's it.
Right.
So
it's going to be interesting because one thing I'm already theorizing that I'll talk about right now. I wonder if part of what we learn about in Mistborn, with there being no color, does that have something to do with the breath system? Because they can't see any kind of color there.
Gabby, are you in my head? Are you in my head? Like, I'm not.
Sorry, I might be. I might be poking around in there for a second.
I was doing the same thing, because Mistborn is like black and ash and all this other stuff and like lifeless, right? They talked about, what is his name? The religious guy. I forgot it already.
Sazed?
Sazed. Oh, how did I forget that? Sazed talked about how Earth used, or like the world used to have green grass and this and that, and like, are they all connected? We won't know until Rhythm of War. I know Rhythm of War brings multiple Cosmere.
Well, and I'm interested too, because there is supposed to be a sequel for this coming out eventually. And it's called Nightblood, which we know from the synopsis of the story is a sword that one of our characters in Warbreaker has.
Yes, Nightblood has its own. It was created because of breath, I think. But,
so I'm curious to see when that comes out. Excuse me, especially after like Rhythm of War and stuff and everything else that's going to come out in the Cosmere. What is that going to bring into the table here, especially based on what happens at the end of this? Because we still have to get to the end of it, obviously. But I'm curious, because if it's titled after the sword, obviously there's something big going on with that. We shall see.
Right? Okay, let's get to reading. I'm so glad I had this conversation with you, because I was in a funk. I'll be editing this video. Hopefully I'll read after that. We'll see. Well, happy editing. That's fun. Hey, how are you? Y'all really going to make me read Sanderson book. Look.
Do it.
He's hyped for a reason. Let's just be honest and give him his flowers.
Oh, yeah.
He's hyped for a reason. There's a reason why Brandon Sanderson can make over, what did he hit? Almost 48 million. Probably after, when he got off of his little campaign, he did another month. He probably made another 5 million. I don't know.
Something.
50 million. Let's just guess 50 million without telling us what the books are about.
Mhm.
Who can sell people a book, 4 books, without telling them what the book is about? He's hyped for a reason. There's also BIPOC authors that I absolutely love, but Sanderson has created an entire world with multiple series inside of it. It's not just like this book over here, this book. No, they're all tied. They're intertied together.
Mhm.
And I don't know another author. I tried looking it up. I don't know another author that did it. I know Adrian mentioned someone, but I don't think they have over 20 books like Sanderson. So
Yeah, I don't know.
the
I
writing itself is just amazing. So highly suggest.
Mm-hmm.
Highly suggest. This book is yep,
Oops.
that just happened. Warbreaker. This is Warbreaker. This is the UK cover. So
I have a mass market paperback.
She has the mass market paperback.
Because I'm a cheap bee, and I just find the ones that are at the bookstore and just say, okay, we'll go with that.
Look.
It was $9.
Just I think I only paid $9 for this.
Yeah, same with
but I also had to pay shipping, so because it was like £7. So just get one. Get the audiobook. They have I did not start this with the audiobook, but I'm about to. They have a dramatic audiobook on Hoopla. So it has like the whole wind, like you hear all of it. You hear the breaths, you hear it's all of it.
I'm trying to think what it's called.
Started it.
They did those for Court of Thorns and Roses too, and I can't remember what they're called.
Where's my phone?
Hold on a tick. Give me a second. I'll look it up because I have them on my script.
It's a movie in your ears.
Graphic audio. That's what it's called.
Graphic audio. Yes, and really it's cool. On Hoopla. Get it.
And if you use Scribd, any of my fellow people, Warbreaker is on Scribd as well. It's just the recorded books version, but it's really good. I like it. Helps me at least, especially with hearing the sass of some of the characters. I greatly appreciate it. It feels very, very awesome.
Yeah. I finally got the Barnes & Noble membership. Oh, yay.
Woo-hoo.
I like the Barnes & Nobles. You can stack the membership discount with the sales.
Mm-hmm.
So I love that. Okay, let's ML. You're so funny. Okay, so I'm gonna go ahead and share. We're gonna start with a 45 because I'm really trying to get into some fantasy.
Yep.
Okay, happy reading, everyone. I'll see you in 45. How was everyone's reading? I only read a little bit because I had to go chase down my child outside. Then got a knock on the door from DoorDash, and ML and Allie bought tacos.
Y'all are so sweet.
The sweetest. The sweetest.
And mommy's one of my mom's favorite food, chips and salsa.
Oh, that's awesome.
It's
Yep, that's Torchy's.
Yum.
Mm-hmm. Go sit down and eat. Hey, I thought you were eating.
I just
Okay.
Yeah, no kidding. You deserved it, especially after hearing about the day you had.
Lord, I mean, and it's gonna get worse, you know.
My mom is a school social worker, so she has dealt with that. Like, she's worked in the inner cities before too, so dealing with kids that like have pretty rough upbringings and everything. And then on top of it, especially in the area where I currently live, she used to work in a lot that is very populated with refugees. And so there's a lot of issues with the kids that are, have families from different countries, and sometimes there's still a lot of racism and xenophobia and all that crap.
Yeah.
But even working in charter schools, she would have kids throw chairs at her. She's been threatened with physical violence just this past school year alone by a student. And yeah, it's not fun from what I understand. So I'm very sorry you've had to deal with all of that, because hearing my mom talk about some of this stuff it's awful. And she works a lot with speech paths and all that stuff too. So it's like, it's not fun.
Yeah, it's trash. This is my 5th year, and I'm hitting my burnout.
Mm-hmm.
I'm hitting it. So,
well, I hope you can find something better soon.
I know. Me too. Look. Oh man.
Yeah.
Okay. I need to catch up on these comments. Hey Shay, how are you? Thanks for stopping by. Thanks for coming. That is a great book. I will be on in a bit finishing up Hibachi Restaurant. Look, and had the audacities to send me her drink with a grilled pineapple sitting on top of her cup.
Ooh.
That is the fanciest thing I've ever seen. Ever.
I just got barefoot wine here because I'm cheap.
Right. Hey Bree, how are you? How's your day? The dramatic part of this audiobook is too distracting from the narration. Absolutely. Going old school on this Warbreaker. So the I have to do it in spurts where I'm just like, this is not, I like the fact that it does, the graphic audio feels like a movie in your head. I like that, but it's so distracting. It's not aligned to the text. And so, yeah.
The Court of Thorns and Roses ones was about as bad with that too.
Yeah, it does sound amazing. It sounds like a movie. You hear the music, the wind, the sand, the walking, it's just, yeah, it's too distracting.
Well, and then with A Court of Thorns and Roses, they would get to the sexy times.
Oh no.
Yeah, that I was like, I did not sign up for that exactly. I don't think I needed to hear those things, but it is what it is.
Yeah. Yes, I have not broken it open yet. I'm about to. And then Emma, Professor, you guys are amazing. Yeah, she eats both of them. So, thank you so much, Professor. This is my daughter. She wrote this. She was like, "Is talking an O or an A?" And I'm like, "It's an A." And she did the rest. Shout out to phonics, okay? It's chocolate cupcake time. Don't judge. If you have a uterus, you know what I'm talking about. Erica, do you need help? Are you okay? What's going on? Sounded like you're having a shitty day. Yeah. I think it wasn't even just the kid. I think it was my department that was just like more where I felt like insulted about doing language tests on kids. They only wanted Spanish speakers to do the test, and I was like, it's an English test, and I've been certified before every single one of you guys.
Yeah, that's not okay.
I've been doing this for 3 years. You've been doing this for 6 months. What?
Make it make sense, because this doesn't.
This is not, these are my students. Like, these are my kids. You know what I'm saying? Like, this is not, that insulted me. I had to like reach out to their boss because I was just like, I cannot believe all of this.
Good. I'm glad you did.
That was super sweet. Thank you. Yeah. The boss is my friend, like my actual friend in real life. And I reached out to her and I was just like venting because I was like, I cannot do this. Like, y'all about to lose an employee. I got through track 1 of Warbreaker audio. Yeah, it is distracting. You can't, and it, like I said, it doesn't align with the text, and I like to read the words on the page. So I was watching Sandman, but I was reading in a sprint.
In spirit.
In spirit. Oh.
I've heard that show is amazing.
I have not seen it.
I haven't either, but I've heard it's like just amazing from an adaptation standpoint.
I wanna check it out.
I think it's originally a graphic novel series, if I'm not mistaken. It's a Neil Gaiman story.
Yeah, I have the audio. I just never listened to it because I think Audible was given away for free at one point.
Ooh, okay.
I came in after I finished a live on your channel because I did not get a notification. Then went back to organizing my room and doing laundry. Man, I'm not even going to talk about my laundry.
I just managed to put mine away last night after having it sit for like 5 days.
Right. Mine's is just sitting on my floor. And the next sprint, I kind of want to get on my Peloton. I have not been on my Peloton all month. And kind of need to do that. So Gabby and I are both reading Warbreaker. So that is what we're reading.
Where are you at with this? Are you about the same place I am?
I am on, look, hopefully I didn't lose my spot, 335.
What chapter?
That's a good question.
Because I know like both of our editions will probably be slightly different page-wise.
Yeah, chapter 29.
Oh, I'm on 32, so I'm just slightly ahead of you.
Yeah. Yep. I wish I was a lot further and almost finished with this book, but I actually have not read in almost 3 days. There's 58 chapters?
Mm-hmm. And I think
God.
there might be an epilogue too. And in my edition, they have not only the Ars Arcana, but they also have like an excerpt from The Way of Kings in this one. So
I have an epilogue, Arcs of Arcanium, and then that's it. That is it. I thought I had Warbreaker or Way of Kings, but nope, not this one. Oh, Lord Jesus. I like the singing and the music, but I can go back. I have to really understand this world. Yeah.
It takes a minute, but like I said, I mean, personally for me, the magic system, I don't feel like you always have to 100% understand. Like, they give you enough of the basic idea to like get you going, and then that's kind of the big thing's the politics, because that's a big part of this one, just like most of Sanderson's other work so far that we've seen.
Politics, religion.
Yeah.
Same old. Hi, Tangible Reads. How are you? Just finished the Paul Bear Club today. Oh, I need to pick me up from that mess. What's that about? Never heard of it.
Paul
Yeah,
Bear
knows it. Do you know it?
I feel I've heard of the name, but I don't remember if it's a book or if it's a TV series. I feel like it might be a Netflix series of some kind. Give me 1 second. I'll look it up. I'll do the research on this one because I'm right here.
I'm starting the people we meet on vacation for Palette Calendar. That's a good. Good.
It's a Paul Tremblay book. That's what it is.
Oh, gotcha.
I think it's his newest one. Just came out in July.
Gotcha. 77 pages. 70. Back to page 77. And look at you. Hey, Brandie. Just got done. Did you finish early? Because I feel like you shouldn't have been done until like 10. Right? You must have finished early. Had to bring extra. Okay, I need to know what that means. Extra protection of what? I'm curious. Like, explain. Because she was out working. Oh yeah, I got that. That's why I really want to really take it in. Yeah, I have so many tabs, because I'm just intrigued with the world. I like this so much better that not only the writing and the world and the magic, but I'm so glad we're done with the launchers where every name sounds alike. You know, like the city sounds like this person sounds like this person. Like the names were so similar, and it was just like, who are we talking about at this point? I don't have that issue with this book, so thank God. I'm good. Close to finishing this book. Okay, we're gonna do another 45.
Oh, that reminds me. Bree and Brandie, you Bree, I finished The Final Strife last week.
What?
I did. It's actually in the vlog I put out on Monday. I finished it, and I loved it. Like 5 out of 5 stars. I cannot
Amazing,
wait.
right?
It was so good. I cannot wait for when book 2 comes out, and I'm so mad I'm gonna have to wait so long for it right now because that was amazing.
It was so good, so good, man. That discussion that we had about it was amazing as well.
And I missed out on it because that weekend I was helping my sister with moving. So I watched the live show and I was like, yep, everything you guys said, I'm like totally in agreement with.
I bought the Goldsboro. It's a UK company. I bought their special edition book. So I will have 3 copies of that book. And do I have buyer's remorse when it comes to that?
No.
Absolutely not.
No.
I want it in every, that's one of the books that I want in every single edition. I think the Blood Trials is the next one that I definitely want in like.
Well, and it was just so much fun because I even mentioned like in the vlog, like it just brings up so many very interesting things in terms of like relating it to real like actual history. Like it had major Mayflower vibes with everything going on with that world. And then on top of it, like by the time I finished it, I was like, I immediately want to go back and reread this all over again.
Exactly. Oh my God. I said the same thing.
Oh, thank you. Thank you. Yes, my Loki daggers. But I just, God, I was hesitant at first because the first part was really slow, but that was because it was all build up. And then once I got through that first like 100 pages, I was sold. But that was so much fun, and I cannot wait for the second book whenever that comes out because there's so much that I'm so excited to see what happens, especially with Hassa. Hassa was surprisingly like a really interesting character because we didn't see her too much, but I loved seeing what I saw of her.
Yeah, absolutely. It's gonna be so good. The different I just have a feeling there's gonna be so many other blood types, blood colors.
Oh, I mean the very end. Like, well, and then my edition, I just had like a pretty standard edition, I guess, and it had a short story prequel though at the back.
Yeah.
And I was like, okay, like it wasn't anything spectacular, but it gave you kind of an idea of one of the side characters, and I was like, that's interesting because we do learn of like a specific tie to everybody. Like, we understand why it was just like, I was like just completely floored. Oh.
Yeah, no worries. Look.
Yeah.
You can always annotate on a notebook. Like, just
Mhm.
write it down. That's what our students do. Yeah, we definitely loved it. It was so good.
It was so good.
We did have a great discussion.
It
You
was
have to join us in the live. The final slump put me in a slump. I literally have to pick up 20 reads. When I start to put them down, oh my gosh.
Well, I think that's a very particular slump because it's like nothing is comparing.
Oh, yeah, like it's like a book hangover.
Yes.
The thing. That's definitely how I felt.
You know what's interesting? The last two books I have felt that I immediately want to go back and reread have also been, I just realized, both by authors of color. And I've both read them this month.
It wasn't Stephen King?
No, I stopped reading Stephen King a while ago now. We're done. We're done with him. He's gone.
Thank you, Jesus.
I mean, honestly, Stephen King, I didn't even really want to go back and reread most of the books. So,
what was the other book?
Black Girls Must Die Exhausted by Jane Allen.
Yeah, and then there's the second book, Black Girls Are Magic or something like that.
Something like that. That's interesting because apparently that's a trilogy. Like the third book's going to come out probably next year because the second one just came out earlier this year.
Right.
But I just I never thought that with that series I would have just fell in love with it, but I did. And it's a heavy series, do not get me wrong.
Yeah.
But it was so good.
Discussion is definitely.
Moving in the Shadows. Yes, Hasad's
just literally a ghost stain or ghost literally moving in the shadows.
Yes.
A bad book can put you in a bad slump. Absolutely. Yes, there was so much in the final strife that everything else I'm reading is so bland or lacking substance.
Yep.
I think that's why I jumped into Uzumaki, because I was like, I cannot read a novel right after that. It had everything we needed. Everything. Yep. There's not one thing that I would add in other than the girl. I've bragged about it so many times. Other than adding into this photo into the US cover or the US edition.
So beautiful.
That is the only thing. As far as the words, the length, the plot, nothing. I would not have changed anything.
Yeah, it was
in this book.
It's just so amazing for a debut to hit that hard. I don't know very many authors at all that with their debut hit as hard as they do with the final strife. Is it Sarah or does she go by Sarah?
I have no idea. I say
okay. Well, Sarah did an amazing job. It feels like they've been writing forever.
Yes, absolutely. And the publisher, who? Del Rey? That Random House? Del Rey under Random House? Either way, they actually put money into that book. The color of the map, it was amazing. It was amazing.
Yes.
Hands down, one of my best. Right, Stephen, what? Yes, it gave all that good. Exactly. So I'm teetering on a reading slump, but I'm fighting it because this TBR ain't gonna read itself at all. It's not. I read Black Girls Must Die Exhausted years ago in 2008. It was traditionally released last year.
Wow, I didn't know that. I knew that Jane was a Harvard student and was living in Los Angeles, but I didn't know that it was indie published at first. That's awesome.
I didn't know that either. What book are you reading after Warbreaker?
I think I'm going to move on to a reread of The Hating Game by Sally Thorne. It's a romance. It's part of my TBR for the readathons I'm doing this year. Yeah. Plus, I've been dying to reread it for the third time. Like that's like become my comfort book, because Lucy is like the woman I wish I would have been able to grow up to be, being in editing and publishing and everything. And it just like that whole aspect of it brings me a lot of comfort. Plus, it was actually the first romance that I really felt like I was like, this is exactly what I'm looking for.
Right.
So
Right. Absolutely. Got it.
Really fun.
Yeah. I need to read Evan Winters.
Ooh.
I'm supposed to be reading Grace of Kings too, and I don't know. We shall see. I mean, it's only the 17th. I got time. But I have 3, 4, 5. Oh, Lord Jesus, 6 books, 6 big, over 600 pages books. So.
Yeah, I think I've got 3 books left in my TBR officially. And so I got The Hating Game, and then I think after that I'm moving on to As Old as Time by Liz Braswell, one of the Twisted Tales books. Never read the series. It worked for some stuff for my TBR, and I was like, I've been meaning to read the series. I have like the entire Twisted Tales collection, so I need to get started on it. And then I think at the end of the month, moving on to God of Mercy finally.
Yes, that's my smallest book. Everything else is well over 500-600 pages.
And then I have 2 books from the library that are new releases that are kind of my back burner. So like if I can get to my reading goals for the day, then I'll pick up these other ones. I have Extasia by Claire Legrand and Ophelia After All by Raquel Marie.
I wanted that book. Almost got it.
I need to get through the rest of my 2022 releases. I've only read one anticipated release from 2022 so far to this year, and that was Gallant.
God, I have that book and I don't plan on reading. You know what I really want to reread?
What?
Betrayals. The Final Strife, but also The Betrayals by Bridget Collins. It's whimsical, and I kind of miss those days. But I could also use some like blood and guts, some slaughter, some chopping off heads, which I know is in Grace of Kings. So I need to decide which one, because I'm probably gonna stay up super late trying to get through most of this. So, let's see. Final Strife, like a big winner. May have to pick up. Look.
Do it.
Please. Just you will not be disappointed. They redone the cover to attract more POCs. Gotcha. Also recommend Grace of Kings. Yes, absolutely. Grace of Kings. Brandie was telling me how they're, literally chopping off heads and battling. A lot of battle in it. So maybe, I don't know. I need to decide though.
Yeah, that's the one thing I'm surprised with Sanderson, I guess, is I think I was expecting in some capacity, and I'm not disappointed in this at all, but I would think I was, with Mistborn even, expecting a little bit more blood and gore with it being adult fantasy.
Yeah.
But I'm not disappointed that it's not. It's kind of refreshing that there's not, and there's more dealt with the political stuff, because I do enjoy that, I think, a little bit more sometimes.
Yeah. Political intrigue. Like, for me, I absolutely love it. I don't need to hear about blood gushing necessarily. There's a space for it. But Brandon Sanderson epic fantasy and his battle scenes are done so well. Like,
they're approachable. I think that's the thing. They're very approachable for people who are not into the super violent blood and guts stuff.
Exactly. Because it's not teetering on horror type of, vibes. So it's
at least not that we know of as of yet. There's always that possibility that he could go somewhere else.
Right? Way of Kings, all types of stuff. Miss Weiger, I wanted to reach out to you to share that Ambin has nominated you as a possible lead for the ESL newcomer program. We appreciate your positive attitude and know that you're awesome with supporting newcomers last year. We believe that this will be the best candidate for this position. I also wanted to give you a heads up. Miss Palencia will be able to provide the information to Intel. No.
I was gonna say
Absolutely not.
that sounds way too convenient with everything that just happened to you today for that to come up now.
I'm not gonna spaz. We wanted to reach out to you to share that the admin team has not nominated you. Nominate me for what? You cannot do that. No. This is not your department. Leave me alone. Leave me alone. Absolutely not.
Don't involve me in your reindeer games.
I am not lead of nothing. No. Why did I open my email? What is wrong with me?
All right, where's my cartoon hammer?
Oh, Lord Jesus. Look, right. Lord Jesus. Make sure y'all hit the like button. Thank you. Please do, guys. I'm going to read Grace of Kings because Brandie was gushing over it. Look, she was just like, it's so good. It's so good. This is a it's so good. How many men make it? And look, she gonna pop on live and just watch. I'm sorry, Brandie. I apologize. Accept my apology. Thank you. The fantasies aren't as gruesome. Okay. Look.
Yeah.
Brightness in books so far. Yeah, so far.
Mistborn was probably the closest we got to any kind of gruesome content, but not even that bad. Like, again, it was all very approachable. Exactly, Erica. Yeah. Like I said, way too convenient for it to come in tonight of all nights after everything happened today.
This does not come with a stipend. This just means people from other countries come into our school, do not speak any English, and I have to work with them and their parents. That's it. It's an extra responsibility.
For no extra money. That's stupid.
No extra money. I'm not adding nothing else to my plate. Right, Professor. And I did it. And I shouldn't have.
Bonk. It's okay.
Right.
Yeah. They get you. They get you with those opening lines, and you're like, what? What's this?
Yeah, and making it seem like, oh, like a nomination. Ooh, like I won an award. Like it comes with a perk. No, It doesn't. No, it doesn't. I have to create a whole manual of a newcomer booklet, which includes the Pledge of Allegiance translated, includes the alphabet translated, what the United States translated, maps and visuals and all types of things. It's a whole binder with the stuff, and I have to translate it. No. Not worth it. Hi, friend. Okay.
Hold, please.
Right. She here, maybe. Well, no, it does. It seems like if you play your cards right, you could get yourself in weapon. No, that's not how. No.
Sadly.
No, that's no. Nope.
Yeah, I've been trying to fight for a raise for myself and my coworker. The two people on my team that take on projects that an amount of work that sometimes could be, for 3 people like we used to be. and the best they gave me was a better insurance plan by putting us under a different contracting agency, and they called that good. And I've applied at other places since that, but I can't find anything else right now. So
Yeah, I got a 23-cent raise. Our raise is based off of years of service. So you don't. The only stipend that is given is for team leads of departments, and then anything else is like a bonus. So we have like a retention bonus, and then we might have a winter bonus. But like that's it.
yeah,
That's
I
it.
was supposed to get a raise when I started working for my company about a year in, but then the pandemic hit because I started in 2019. So June 2020, we were all in lockdown. And that didn't happen. And so the only raise I've received has been adjusted living wage. And then the first time we changed contracting agencies, they decided to just round everybody up to, you know, the next dollar amount. That's all I've earned.
I wish I would have gotten cost of living raise. They got rid of that last year. So now we just get the years of service. It's like, boom, year 4 to 5, year 5 to 6, years like,
yeah,
it does not go with inflation.
I don't think I've gotten more than $1 raise, and I've been there for over 3 years.
That's crazy.
That's crazy.
It's so dumb. And one of my coworkers, she left in October because she was making the same amount I was, having been there for 10 years. I make $16 an hour, which in Michigan is like not great. It's like with minimum wage starting to make its way up to 15, it's not really that much.
Yeah.
And she was making $16 an hour at 10 years.
That's 10 years.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, no.
Yeah. So she left in October after constantly fighting for herself and for us, and even told me that she's like, you need to fight to try to get my, salary, technically, even though we get paid hourly, the salary amount that would be split up. She's like, you should try to fight to get that split between you and your coworker. And I was like, yes, I'm going to do that. They refused to. And they just basically changed this to another contracting agency for a better health plan, thinking that was going to solve everything. I don't go to the doctor unless I'm broken a bone or I'm dying.
Yeah.
I can handle myself fine. I don't need to go to a doctor all the time. Give me my money I asked for.
Right. Brandie, are you on your way home?
Yeah, I'm in the car.
How was it?
It was good.
You gotta tell us what this extra reinforcement is like.
Oh, yeah, we had to, Keandre is with me, but we also had to bring, extra, Yeah, I'm not trying to say that y'all get having these private driveways and shit. Oh, no. Creepy. Nope.
Oh, because you did it at night.
Yeah, but still, them private driveways, I'm like, oh, y'all got money with these private driveways.
Yes,
and
they
be
do.
Long, too.
Mm-hmm. You gotta walk all the way up to the driveway, to the door. Yeah.
I'm like, oh, no.
But it wasn't too bad, was it?
I seen. No, it wasn't too bad.
You gotta do it during the day.
Out of
It's
our
uncomfortable at night.
Yeah, out of our comfort zone.
Working at night is uncomfortable in general. Working at
Yeah,
night is
but just in the area that very uncomfortable.
It wasn't the best.
Huh?
It wasn't the best.
Area beautiful, but there was no reception, and then you see Trump everywhere.
Oof.
Oh God.
So not the best atmosphere I want to be in.
Now I understand. Okay. Gotcha. Extra protect. Gotcha.
Yeah.
Why did you not? That took me a while. Like, That took me a little bit longer than
Yeah,
what.
extra. Like Keandre, he's a big dude, but we still need to, reinforcement.
Mm. I hear
Yeah.
you. I hear you. I feel you. Okay.
What you're putting down.
Look. Look. I don't know if you guys follow Jan, but she is already ready for fall and Halloween.
Wow.
And look at that. Who is she trying to be cute for?
I'm sorry. She's stunning. Hello.
Right. Okay, so
I
she
want
is a
that
booktuber. Right.
She needs to let
She
us
is a
know.
booktuber. And I believe she also works in a library. She is the funniest and shadiest person. And I love it to my soul. Okay. I love it. She is amazing. Like, we're going to be friends. We're going to be friends. She's great. Let me see if I can find her channel real quick and then I'm going to drop it. I don't know how to say her last name, so I don't want to butcher it.
You totally had my pan panic started right there for a second.
Your what?
My pan panic.
Oh.
It's like, hello. Huh. Jaw, let's take that off the floor, please.
You're right. Okay, go follow Jan. I'm telling you, like she even does like full moon. She has a full moon.
Is she a practicing witch too?
I think so.
I'm dead. I'm dead. You're killing me here. Come on.
I know. Like, look at her channel. Hold on, let me share it real quick because Jan is just. I'm so glad I got to meet her because look at this. Just full moon readathon sprints, full moon sprints. Her vlogs are great. She works at a library. I mean, come on.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, keep going. Subscribe.
She's a little baby. She is a little baby though. Like she's like 25.
I just turned 25.
Don't call me a baby no more, okay?
Okay. Yeah, she's a baby. Like she's a baby. I don't know. I think she is. I'm 30, so
yeah, I'm a baby compared to the two of you.
I know you are. You are. I'm ready to decorate your house with Halloween stuff. Look, facts. I'm definitely doing it this year, girl.
Go
Yes.
to Home Goods, see what they have for Halloween.
I'm definitely decorating this year. I did not last year.
I want Bath and Body Works Halloween candles.
Right. So Adrian last week, no, on Sunday. Was it Sunday? Adrian on Sunday went to Bath and Body Works because it's like down the street from her house or something like that, and then bought these Halloween candles. Started unboxing it out the bag and showing us, and like now we gotta go to Bath and Body Works because they have Halloween spooky candles.
Yeah, like one said vampire blood.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I definitely need to go. Erica has a coupon, so I'm just waiting for Erica to send me the coupon.
I'm just waiting for my local Hot Topic to start getting their mummy line that they just released online a few weeks ago or 2 weeks ago.
I haven't been the Hot Topic in forever.
So the Mummy, the Brendan Fraser, Rachel Weisz movie that I have a tattoo for because it's my favorite movie of all time. They released a clothing line all inspired by it. Like,
oh wow.
I saw it, I took a video of it, and I sent it to my mom. I was like, excuse me, please just take all of my money right now.
Okay.
I'm trying to get ready for Black Weenathon with my little attire that I'll be wearing.
Yeah, babe, I'm gonna watch. Look, go. The link's already in the comment. Go click on it. I'm telling you. I've been watching her videos for a while, and I'm one of those secret watchers where I never necessarily comment. And so yeah, and I follow her on Instagram, and just intrigued. And I finally got to have a conversation with her. So, I didn't know that they did this. I know that they're friends, but I didn't know that they did hours of a video chat. I might have to look it up. Also, everyone is telling me I should give up my intense self-discipline of forcing my... Look.
Once it hits August, it is officially Halloween time. I don't care who says otherwise.
Facts. You know what? I'll just look. Gabby said it. I don't need to say it. Look, absolutely. It is time to start decorating for Halloween. I'm sorry. We're not waiting until October. We're not doing none of that. It's here. Okay. It might be 100 degrees outside for us in Texas, ML, but it's time. Okay. The season is now, right now, not later. Exactly. I buy the vampire blood ones and they never burn and then never burn them and they become a very yearly decor. I love that.
I love the vampire blood candles last year. They smelled so good.
I didn't even know that they existed.
Mm-hmm. I think they were kind of like a fruit punch almost kind of smell.
Oh, gotcha.
It was really nice.
No, I need more sun. Look, the sun ain't going nowhere. But
my pale ass doesn't need any more. I already burn as it is half the time.
Yeah. But the sun has already had its time to shine. Exactly. Oh my God. I'm so sick of the sun. Our electricity went out today because of the heat, and I'm just, you know what? The sun, the heat, it all can go. I'm finished with it. You know, give me about another 6 more months, and then maybe you can come back. We're done and ready to be vampires out and about. Look.
Absolutely. The image that came into my head just makes me laugh even more. Remember back in like, oh gosh, I don't even know what the year was, but there was that video. It was like a music video, like a parody of sorts, where it was like the creeper walk. I don't remember what that was called.
Yeah.
Like the creep or something like that. That's just the image. The image of the guys walking with like the
Dang, I have not seen that in so long. Look at you.
Just random stuff.
A really good memory. But
it's never anything useful. That's the thing. It's always the stupidest stuff.
Oh, not stupid stuff. Oh, darn. Okay. All right. Let's go ahead and read one more time. I got to put my kid to bed, so I'm going to do that. Another 45. Is that okay, guys?
Good me.
Okay. Brandie doesn't care. She's about to take a shower anyways. Eat and take a shower. Guarantee it, because she does the same things over and over. Okay. All right. I'll see you guys in 45. Happy reading, everyone. How was everyone's reading? Hey, Adrienne. Fancy Nancy. Focus.
Somebody just got kidnapped. Where I'm at in the book.
Oh, I am at the part where Hoyd. When I tell you,
I have been playing Spot the Hoyd the entire book so far, so I was
where's Waldo type of person. He really is, but he has like a whole, at least 2, 3, 4 pages. Like,
this is the most we've seen of him since Mistborn. Like era 1, because era 2, he was there for like a second, then he was gone.
Yeah, era 1, he wasn't. Well, Mistborn Secret History, he was.
Yes,
he was there. So, you know,
I got so excited reading that. I was like, oh, there he is. There's my boy.
And his storytelling, I'm just like, the sand is what got me, and I like wrote a post-it note and everything. Okay. Let's see. There goes Brandie. Hey, Brandie.
Hey.
How are you?
Good. Sleepy.
I get it. Hey, Tia. How are you doing? Hey, just got home, about to pick up Jade City and relax. Look.
Jade City.
Jade City is amazing.
So good. Just got to get over the fact that you might not remember every single person's name.
God. Yeah, those characters, it just was like, you know, they just throw them out, you know.
Right.
There's just so many. So many.
That's how it is for like the Grace of Kings, but you're able to like pick up on the characters.
Yeah, I need to start that. Emma and I started our Kobe Never Coming Home by Kate Williams. We're 1 hour in already. Oof. How do you like it? Never Coming Home. I think I had that book. Am I getting rid of it? Not me looking on my shelves to see if I was getting rid of it. Probably. I don't know how much I've read during the sprint, but I'm at 49% in Air of Fire, and I'm really having a good time. That is what's up. I'm so glad. It's not the sun's fault. Earthlings have been acting a fool for years. Oh, Lord Jesus. And now there's literally hell to play. Oh, God. Don't even get me started. Because, never mind. Read 20 pages of Legend 4. How do you like it? It's so good. But, I mean, like, is it, like, exciting good, or is it just good? You know what I mean? I kind of want to know. Got another load started, trying to see the end of this laundry. Oh, my gosh. I literally have laundry sitting on my bed and my piles of laundry in my baskets. That's been sitting there for, like, a week. And I just rewashed some more clothes. I get it. Filmed my 5-minute video for collab, now editing it. Congratulations, Erica.
Yay, you have video.
Yay. It's not for her channel, though.
What?
But I need vitamin D for real. Look. Yeah, I'm not looking forward to taking my vitamin D supplements over this. Well, I take it probably once a month. I don't have to take vitamin D supplements often because of my diet. I've read about 50 more pages. That's good. It's very interesting so far. Ooh, they all just arrived at an island. I'm so excited to hear your thoughts on it and what you rate it. I'm on chapter 4, Warbreaker. Warbreaker started with the other version. Gotcha. Yeah, the graphic audio. It's an experience, but I think it's an experience without reading the book.
Mm-hmm.
Like if you're really trying to analyze, I think if you're really just trying to enjoy a good read, then great. But if you're really trying to analyze a book with the complexity of Brandon Sanderson, it's not really the best, because you do have to be able to follow along, right? We're taking notes, we're making sure that we have what we need for our live discussion. So 1000% get it. I hate that you have to start over though. Hey Shay, it's been a minute. Look, Shay has sprints. If you guys, I love Shay sprints. Saturday morning. Oh, they're the best.
I mean, honestly though, if like you're listening to the graphic audio and you're not getting anything, I don't blame you for wanting to start over.
Yeah.
I know I did that with A Court of Thorns and Roses, but I just said, I just stopped with the graphic audio and I just straight read it, the ebook version, and that was fine. And then the other audiobooks, I just got the normal ones from Scribd.
Mm-hmm.
Those were just fine. So.
I've been hybrid reading. Hybrid reading is the best for me.
I don't think I can ever go back. Oh, what was it I was just trying to read the other day? My Dearest Darkest. I was reading that. It's a young adult horror. And it was so weird. I was like, this is the first time I'm reading something without an audiobook, because there's no audiobook available for it.
Mm-hmm.
And I was like, this is bizarre. But thankfully that book actually was really good to where you didn't need the audiobook. Like, it was fast-paced, it was fun, definitely young adult, like fly through super quick, but actually pretty awesome for especially a horror attempt, because it was pretty creepy.
I almost bought the book because you know how Barnes & Nobles does their like $5 books that they do by the cafe?
Mm-hmm.
It was one of their $5 picks. And I didn't realize that it was a horror, but I was like, I don't need any more. I knew it was YA. And I was like, I don't need any more YA books.
Yeah. It's also sapphic. So
man, I should have, because I hear great things about it.
Yeah, it was actually surprisingly good. Like, it wasn't the greatest thing ever. Like, there were definitely some issues, but it was, for an attempt at horror, a really good attempt, especially for like a very like young author. I think she said she was working on the book for like 10 years, and I think it was her debut. It was a really, really good story. I liked it a lot.
Yeah. Jeez, 10 years. Oh my gosh. It's exciting. Good. Okay. Keeps going like that because I got about 400 pages left.
Yeah.
Woo. Look. There's some parts where I'm just like, really? Okay. But other than that, yeah, I fell asleep. Look, that's productive. Okay.
Sleep is important.
Yeah, it is.
I took a nap earlier because I didn't feel good, so that helped.
Yeah, I went to go put my daughter to bed, and I thought she was in the room. Usually she'll go in the room and color or read a book, and she was passed out. And I said, "Oh, okay."
Oh,
All right. She had a long day, so she's been outside most of the day, so I think that heat just got to her. So, Adrian, you okay? Focused. Okay. Focused. She'll get it. Nope. You okay, Adrian? No.
she probably can't hear us.
Blink twice.
Or she can. I don't know.
Oh, usually she has her headphones in too, so maybe she's working on that.
Huh?
Yeah.
Hello?
Can you hear me?
Can you hear us, Adrian?
Not really, Brandie.
Oh, yeah. I'm in my car. That's probably why.
Oh, now I hear you. I still want to read one more. Is that okay with you guys?
Mm-hmm.
I'm in the middle of a Hoyd scene. and I'm really enjoying it. Really enjoying Hoyd and his storyteller persona. Like, he really needs a book by himself.
Right.
Hoyd, and I mean, even in the Secret History, Mistborn Secret History, he was telling stories.
Yeah.
He's known as a storyteller, so to see him actually tell a story is just interesting. I'm absolutely intrigued. So
I'm glad he's not a beggar anymore.
yeah, I'm so glad he's not a beggar. Lord Jesus. Although he is pretending to be old, so
Yeah.
come
And
on.
apparently not doing a very good job of it.
At all. Like,
Right.
just, come on, don't embarrass yourself on that, in a book. Don't embarrass yourself. So I think the 30-minute, and then we're gonna head out. So, Gabby, I have been worried about you since you mentioned the rat poison.
Yes. Thank you for the concern. He is not allowed. The only places we have it are places where he is not able to actually get into currently. And so he's not allowed in the library right now until we for sure get everything settled and figured out, that they're not there. And then the only other place that the only other place where it is on our countertops, which he doesn't even go up there anyway. So
Creepy.
all good. He does not touch them. And we also keep him in our bedroom with the door closed right now, just in case they go scurrying around. That way he doesn't end up getting any of them. So, and he pretty much stays by the both of us. Or even if I'm just home by myself, like with work and stuff, he stays by me. He does not go wandering by himself. He likes to be close to my husband or I. So thank you for the concern, though. I do appreciate it. Because, yes, we were definitely very worried about him.
If one thing Gabby's gonna do is take care of her pets, okay?
I love my boy.
Questioning it because I was like, if you watch her videos, I'm telling you, one thing she's gonna do is take care of her pets, plants, and books.
I don't have plants anymore.
Shouldn't be.
They all died with the heat wave, unfortunately.
Yeah, that heat wave killed my plants too.
But no, Oscar's he's very good. When we first saw the first mouse run across the living room, didn't even care. He's like, what was it? Okay. And we're like, Oscar, go find it. Like, go see if you can smell him out. And no, he's not a mouse catcher by any means. But no, he's been doing just fine. We've got him squared away. But I appreciate the thought, Emma. I really do, Professor,
Dr. Professor. Well, put some respect on her name. No, I'm just I'm so sorry. Okay, I think we're gonna do a 30-minute because I really want to get back to Hoyt. Like, it's Hoyt,
And like I said, somebody just got kidnapped where I'm at. So I'm like, excuse me, what happened?
It actually breaks the spine. Absolutely.
There's an actual line. I didn't even realize until I went to film a vlog clip, but you can see the line where the spine is broken. I'm like, oh, okay.
Haha. Yeah.
I couldn't hear you guys, so I had to put my headset on. I don't know what happened.
Oh, it's okay. We were worried about you. We were like, oh, she's so focused. Look at her.
I could not hear anything. I was like, wait a minute, what happened?
Yeah, sometimes you have to give them permission for your mic and stuff like that. Okay, so we're gonna do a 30-minute and then we're gonna head out because I actually have to wake up at 5 a.m. So happy reading, and I'll see you guys back in 30 minutes. I don't even think I have to untap or tap because I heard Gabby.
I'm so mad.
Why? Well, don't tell me. I got past the kidnapping, so I was able to read at least close to 200 pages. So.
I'm so upset.
Now I need to know, Gabby.
I can't trust anybody. That's all I'll say.
Oh, you definitely can't trust anyone. I will say that. I think I know what you're mad at.
Chapter 35.
Oh yeah, I know what you're talking about.
Oh, I'm so mad. I honestly got to like the part, this big reveal, and I almost threw the book behind my desk because I'm like, no,
Yep.
no.
Man,
So
I
many.
am still trying to finish this book series. We Are the Origin. Due to some family commitments, I have not read in the last 2 days. So I got a lot of reading done tonight, though.
same.
Mhm.
Same. Have not read, but tonight I was able to. Thank goodness. I feel normal when I'm reading. Like back to me, back to my hobbies.
Mhm.
Good night.
Good night.
How was your reading? How was your reading, Brandie?
I'm not reading anything. I just took a shower and eat something real quick and then go to bed.
Gotcha. Okay. Well, I am literally I have a third left of Warbreaker, and then I'm
Y'all
gonna
are flying
finish.
through that book. I just added it to my Audible, so I'll be listening to it soon.
Gotcha.
It will not disappoint you. It's really good.
That's what it looks like looking at the three of y'all. I'm like, okay.
Oh
If one wants to throw the
Always.
book, I'm like, that's a good time.
Yeah.
yeah.
I feel like this book is going to be like one of my favorites by Brandon Sanderson, for sure.
As mad as I am about that chapter I read, I am very happy though because I was expecting some big twist to happen, and I'm glad that that is a twist because they felt too good to be true.
I have a feeling I know what you guys are talking about. And I'm gonna cry if that's true.
Dying.
You may not cry, but you'll definitely be upset. Because I was.
I don't know if anybody saw me, but I was sitting here going like, no.
Gabby, I like your cover because I like the spine. I'm like, oh, that's the way the spine looks.
Yeah. This is the mass market paperback one. So
Yeah, it's like gradient.
Oh, okay.
this is actually, I think, my favorite mass market paperback I've ever had, honestly.
If the words weren't so small, I probably would have mass paperback myself.
I mean, I don't think they're that small personally,
Mm-hmm.
but
Mm-hmm.
at least not in this edition. But I don't know. I guess to each their own.
Yeah.
Yeah, I couldn't do it. It's too small for me as well. You know, I'm over here like looking at my Libby. So sorry. I think I'm end up reading Rage of Dragons next. I'm in the middle of the Kingdom of Copper as well. Let's see. Let me catch up on these, and then we're gonna head out. We listen to 30 more minutes. Whoop, whoop. Still into it. That's good, especially for Allie. Allie is the queen of DNFing.
What are you reading?
Warbreaker.
Oh, okay.
Warbreaker. Yeah, she got 4 more chapters in. I watched YouTube video, organized my Goodreads, and listened to some music. Ooh,
Sounds like a
that's
good time.
productive. Switched it to the audiobook of Legendborn so I could fold close.
Man, I'm so jealous of people that got that those
The
art.
box.
Yeah,
Man,
that box. I was so jealous. I'm like, oh
Yeah,
my
the box. I
god.
saw Neek's video on TikTok of
Mm-hmm.
opening up the box. I was like, that's really nice, even though I'm not sure I'm gonna read the second book. I told you all that before. I'm like,
yeah, he did say
not
that.
sure.
But then I'm like, I'll just wait for the Fairy Loop special editions. I'll get those.
Hmm.
I'm glad you guys are enjoying it. ML barely managed to read and feel a little slumpy.
Oh,
Oh,
I hope not.
I hope not. Read a
No.
fun book, a fun, silly book. That's what gets me
Yeah.
out of the slump.
What was the last book you read?
Did they say?
I don't remember. The chapters are long, but listening to it makes it less of a puzzle. Gotcha. I hate long chapters. Yes to Rage of Dragon.
Yes, Rage of Dragon's so good, but he's taking forever with the
I
third
heard.
book.
Yeah, it was supposed to be out last year or something like that.
Yeah, like I assume that after a book releases, the next book will come out the following year, and we waited for like what, a year now.
Mm-hmm.
So I'm like, come on, Evan Winter, what's going on? You're about to have people sleep on this.
Right.
I found what E was reading. It was they just finished the Paul Bearers Club, that Paul Tremblay book.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah. Gotcha. Look. Dean of Life is too short. Exactly. Warbreaker is so good. I wasn't expecting to love it as much as I did. I want to reread it.
Wow.
Join us. Join us. We're
Okay.
enjoying it. I actually forced myself to finish a book I wasn't enjoying. What?
Mm.
It was
What
making.
book was that?
Look, that's a good question. What book was it? Yeah, he's taking a long time. I don't even think it's scheduled for next year. I don't think so.
Yeah, I don't think there is no schedule, which it's like making me, like
Anxiety.
eventually you want to move on.
Yeah. Or just say that it's just a duology and leave it alone.
It's not. Since how the second book ended, there's no way he could make it a duology.
Wasn't it intended to be a duology though at first?
I thought it was supposed to be a duology in the beginning, but
I don't know. I have no clue anymore. I'm just saying, if you can't make the commitment, then don't do it, or just write it.
I feel like most publishing companies anymore, they set up themselves up to do a duology, not expecting that those authors are going to get any traction, and then they become like, with all the hype surrounded around them, they have to then continue because what they put out is not going to be enough, and they know that. I mean, I'm pretty sure that's what ended up happening with Children of Blood and Bone, was that there was so much hype around it. They're like, all right, well,
People have given up on that. I don't even know what sales are going to look like when that third book comes out.
I have no idea. I'll be surprised if it does super well with all of the weight that's been.
She'll probably just end up buying all of them and saying that people bought it.
Was
Not a handbook for mortals scenario.
Look, I can't wait to read it. I'm definitely reading both of them this month. So I'll get to it this week sometime. I mean, it's over, but yeah. But that is it. Thank you so much, guys, for joining us on our sprints. Brandie, are you having sprints tomorrow or Friday?
I'll have sprints on tomorrow. I'll have sprints tomorrow.
Okay.
I just need to post it.
Gotcha.
I'm behind.
You and the rest of the world.
Mhm.
The rest of us. Okay.
You are not alone.
Right, at all. All right. Well, I will see you guys later. Next Wednesday or Sunday when I have sprints again and on Brandie's channel. So have a good night and